So this is a arm workout, a fat burning arm workout. So I've got so many requests for me to do one, so that's what I'm going to do today. Some of the moves you can use weights for. You can incorporate weights with them, but you don't have to. So if you do not have dumbbells at home, then you can use plastic water bottles and fill them up with water instead if you wanted to, but like I said, you don't have to use weights for this workout. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get nice and warm. So you're going to start by marching on the spot, and then you're going to take it into a jog, and you're just going to do this until your heart rate has increased. So just jogging on the spot, make sure you've marched first and then you take it into a jog. So pause this video and start marching and then take it to a jog until your heart rate is nice and warm. And once you've done that, we're going to start with some stretches. So we're going to swing our arms forward. And then you're going to take them back. And diagonally across. So make sure you're really opening your shoulders when you do this one. Okay, then we're going to take our arms back and push them forward, but keeping the motion moving. So you're taking them back and then forward. So squeezing your shoulder blades together at the back and then pushing them forward. Okay, so on to our first move. So if you have weights, you can use your weights for this exercise. So we've taken our hands on our thighs and we're just going to raise them up to your shoulders, like shoulder height, and then back down to your thighs again. So this is a frontal raise. So if you've got weights, it looks exactly the same. You're just taking them up and down, making sure your wrists are nice and straight if you've got weights in your hand. So we're going to do 20 reps of these, especially if you've got weights. If you haven't got weights, you might want to do the timer for 30 seconds. So pause this video, do 30 seconds or do 20 reps of just frontal raises. So just taking them up to your shoulders and back down. So because I've got weights, I'm going to do 20 of these. But as I said, if you don't have weights, you might want to do 30 seconds. You might find that easier to keep track of. I'll show you from the front. So keep breathing, keeping your wrists nice and strong. Okay, and once you have done 20, you can drop your weights while I demonstrate the next move. So our second move is a lateral raise. So we're taking our arms out to the side and back down again. So again, you might want to do 20 reps if you've got weights, or again 30 seconds, whichever you prefer to do. So you want to make sure your wrists are nice and straight. And you're just taking them out to the side, making sure your feet are nice and parallel. So it works exactly the same without weight. You're just taking them to the side, back down to your thighs and back out again. So 20 of those or 30 seconds. So keep that going. Okay, and we're going to take it to our third move. So this is a shoulder press. So if you do not have weights in your hand, you're going to take your arms here and you're going to raise them above your head, back down again. So over your head, back down, so from the side, up and down. If you can't get them over your head, that's fine, just take it slightly in front of you and get your elbows back as far as you can to this position. So keep that going, so you're doing 20 reps or 30 seconds. Same with weights, keeping your wrists really straight, so nice flat wrists, taking them above your head, just back down to here. So keep it going. So you're timing yourself 30 seconds or 20 reps. So you're making sure they're staying at shoulder height and they're just going above your head and back down again. Okay, so the next couple of moves do not include weights, so you can get rid of those, chuck them to the side. So we're going to do each of these for 45 seconds or a minute. So if after 45 seconds you think, yeah, do you know what, I could have done that a little bit longer, then you would just increase it to the minute. But if after 45 seconds you're exhausted and you feel like your arms are going to fall off, then only stick to 45 seconds. So I'm going to time us for 45 seconds. So if you're doing that, then stick with me. If you want to carry on for the minute, then make sure you're pausing the video before the next one. So our first move, arms are out to the side, and we're doing little tiny circles forwards. And then halfway you can switch to go backwards if you want to. So, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So timer has started, we're going forwards. And then obviously halfway if you want to change and go backwards, then you can do. So you want to make sure your arms are shoulder height. You don't want them to go too high or too low. You want to keep them at shoulder height, and you're just making very, very, very small circles. So yeah, if you want to go backwards, you can keep changing the motion if that helps you at all. But you're making sure that you're keeping them at shoulder height at all times. And you're keeping your feet nice and parallel, everything facing forward. Okay, so that is 45 seconds exactly, so stop there or carry on to the minute if you want to. Make sure you've paused the video if you've carried on. So our next move is we're going to cross over. So we're taking both arms in front of you and crossing one over, then the other. So one goes on top, then underneath. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So crossing in front. So if I'm on the side, you can see better. So one over, one under. Keeping your arms as straight as you can. Shoulders back and down, standing up nice and tall. Feet stay parallel. So keep that going. So you're just crossing them over, one over the other. And keep breathing. You can again switch this up if you want to and start going the other way. If that isn't too confusing. So keep that action going. I'm going to check the timer. Keep going. Arms in front. So we've got 3 seconds left. 2 and 1. So stop there. Again, if you're carrying on, make sure you're pausing the video. Next move, we're going to take our arms out to the side and we're taking them over to our head. So we're taking them out and straight above our head, or as high as we can get them. And you're keeping your arms straight this time. So unlike the shoulder press where your arms are bent, elbows bent, you're keeping them nice and straight this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So arms out to side, straight up above your head, back down. So keep that going, keep your arms really nice and straight. Again, with this one, make sure you're bringing them back to shoulder height and you're not taking them too low or too high. Keeping them shoulder height and then above your head. Should start to feel a bit of a burn there in your arms because we've worked lots on them. Keep it going though, don't stop there. You have 5 seconds left, so keep going, push through the burn. If you think you can do a minute, then carry on going. And stop there. So our next move is we're going to take our arms to the side and bring them in front. So we're going this way now. So again, you can cross over if you want halfway, so you can bring it in front and cross over, or you can just bring them to meet and then back out, whichever you prefer. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and start. So arms out and in, out, in. And it's not a race, it's not about who can do it the fastest, because if you go quite quickly, you'll find that your back and your stomach starts to go. So you want to keep your core nice and strong through all these and really think about keeping your arms straight and focusing on the motion. So the faster you do it, the worse the technique is. So nice and slow and controlled, taking them out to the side and back again. So to the side and then straight in front of you, or you can cross them over if you prefer. Make sure you're keeping them nice and in line. You don't want to be up too high or too low again. And stop there. So our next one without weights, this is our last move, is we're going to do a ball motion. So our arms go in front of us, we're going to turn to the side and then turn to the other side. So you're turning one way, back to centre, turning the other way. It's important that you bring it back to the centre before you turn the other way. So it's not like a whole this going on, you're taking it really slow to the side, back to the middle, to the other side. 3, 2, 1, and start. So arms parallel, taking it round to one side, back to middle, other side. So it's as if you're holding a beach ball, and you're taking it round to the side, and then back again. So nice and slow. This is working your arm in all different areas because you're twisting. So you're getting a better workout for your arms, giving it more range of motion. So keep that going as if you've got ball in your hand and you're twisting from the side, twist, and then you're turning it the other side. Keep it going, just 2 more seconds, and stop, rest there. So that is your arm workout completed. If you wanted to do it again, then you just start back from the beginning, which was a frontal raise. So you stop the video, play it back again, do the whole thing again, and then we're just going to finish off with some arm stretches because we've worked on our arms a lot. So you take one arm straight across, turn it away from you so your palm is facing away, and then hook your arm across. You should feel this here along your shoulders. And change, take it over to the other side, make sure your palm is facing away from you. You're pulling it back as much as you can. Then you're going to take one arm, bend your elbow over your head, take your other hand and assist it to hold your elbow. And then change, so you're taking your other arm and pushing that back with your elbow too. So from behind it should be pushing your hand right the way back down. Okay, then you're going to give your shoulders a little roll. Roll your shoulders back and roll them forwards. We're going to open up our chest, so you're putting your hands upside down, palms of your hands upside down on the lower part of your back, and pushing your elbows together so that opens your chest up. And then we're going to cave our stomach in, push our arms out and straight in front, so you should feel that across the top of your back. And we'll do that once more, so lower back, push your chest out. And again, cave it in, push your arms out. If you can, take one arm back and reach to the side, so you're linking your hands together if you can. Just hold it there, or go as far as you can reaching, and change to the other side. And give your arms a shake. So there you go, that is your arm workout completed with your stretches. So either do it once round and then stretch at the end, or do it twice way through and then stretch after you've completed all of it.